This week, I wanted to talk about a concept I got from Jordan Peterson's new book called Who Wrestle With God. And I think it has a lot of truth to it. But first, I want to start off by saying there are atheists out there who are responsible people, who do take responsibility for their lives and who do sacrifice. Those people exist. But I also believe that atheism is a camouflage or a disguise for people who do not want to take responsibility for life, who are irresponsible, who do not want to have to care about upward striving, who don't want to have to care about sacrifice, and who want to be hedonists. Instead of actually thinking about God and if He actually exists and dedicating themselves to something higher than themselves, they just call themselves atheists. Or nihilists, nihilism, atheism, any of that. And it in a way releases a burden off their back. If I'm an atheist, I don't have to be a good person. I don't have to worry about doing good. I don't have to worry about what I say or what I do behind other people's backs. I don't have to sacrifice. I don't have to work hard. I don't have to sacrifice the present for the future. It, in a way, is a huge relief not to believe in God, because to actually believe in God is a huge struggle. You can say, I believe in God. Like verbally, you can just, like, you have so many people out there who go, I believe in God. Verbally they say that. But in their actions, in their day to day life, how they actually, what they truly care about, how they present themselves, all of all of those actions, everything I just said, doesn't say, I believe in God. They say it verbally, but to actually believe in a higher power, to actually believe in the divine rules that have been set forth for us, and the divine energy that embodies all of us, and the actual desire to not ruin that energy that's inside of you. That embodies itself. Saying I believe in that embodies itself through your actions, not your words. It embodies itself through the patterns, the choices you make. That's believing in God. Choosing to abstain from something, a vice, and denying your present moment self, your impulsive desires, so that you can be in line with God, so that you can be in line with that divine energy. Sacrificing the present for the future. Sacrificing your hedonistic desires and suffering in the moment so that you may thrive in the future. That is believing in God. Not using the Lord's name in vain, not disrespecting your neighbors, being kind to people, giving. That is believing in God. And getting back to the original point, that all requires great effort. It's not easy to believe in God. It's not easy to be a follower. It's not easy to surrender to a power higher than yourself and accept the fact that you have to carry your cross. You have to carry that burden if you want to succeed, if you want eternal life, if you want, whatever any of the so-called rewards are. It is very difficult. And it is a lot easier to just go ahead and call yourself an atheist or call yourself a nihilist or any of that stuff. Because then the weight of the cross, and of course when I talk about God and religion and believing in a higher power, I'm referring to Christianity because that's just what I'm familiar with. That's what I believe in spiritually. That's what I align myself with. But so that's why I'm mentioning the burden of the cross. But if you believe in something else, it can be the burden of whatever. But anyways, back to the original point. That burden of that cross, when you actually pick it up and bear it, when you actually believe and fear God, that is not easy. It is very hard. It's a worthy sacrifice. It's a worthy endeavor. And it does pay off. In the end, you will win if you choose that burden. If you do choose to sacrifice and you do choose to strive upwards towards that divine force and to take that piece of God that's inside of you and not disrespect it and to not dirty it, to use it for good, that in the end allows you to win and be successful, and it is the ultimate reward. But like I said before, it is not easy. There are so many people out there who do choose to be atheists, not because they actually sat down and thought about it and logically think, rationally think that God doesn't exist. But they choose to be atheists because they don't want that responsibility. They don't want that burden. They hide under the cover, the comfortable camouflage of atheism, so they don't have to upward strive, so they don't have to sacrifice, so they don't have to be responsible for all the things that truly believing in God entails. They hide under atheism because they're scared of the responsibility that believing summons.